Chapter 2. The Plaster. One morning, as I was strolling through the garden, an idea latched onto the trapeze of my brain. Once suspended, it began to swing its arms and legs, performing the most daring acrobatics imaginable. I stood there, watching it. Suddenly, it leaped high, stretching out its limbs until it took the shape of an X. "Decipher me, or I will devour you." That idea was none other than the invention of a sublime remedy, an anti-hypochondriac plaster meant to relieve our melancholic humanity. In the privileged petition I drafted at the time, I called the government's attention to the truly Christian nature of such an achievement. However, I did not deny my friends the financial advantages that would surely arise from the distribution of a product with such vast and profound effects. Now, however, from this side of life, I can confess everything. What truly motivated me was the pleasure of seeing these 3 words printed in newspapers, shop windows, pamphlets, street corners, and finally, on the very boxes of the remedy, Brás Cubas Plaster. Why deny it? I had a passion for spectacle, for posters, for skyrockets that burst into cascading lights. Perhaps the modest will reproach me for this flaw, but I trust that the shrewd will at least recognize it as a talent. Thus, my idea had 2 faces, like a coin, one turned toward the public, the other toward myself. On one side, philanthropy and profit, on the other, an insatiable thirst for renown, or, to put it plainly, love of glory. An uncle of mine, a canon with a full benefice, used to say that the love of earthly glory was the ruin of souls, which should seek only eternal glory. To which another uncle, an officer in one of the old infantry regiments, would reply that the love of glory was the most profoundly human trait in man, and consequently his most genuine feature. Let the reader decide between the soldier and the cannon. I shall return to the plaster